MoDOT and Highway Patrol just launched new road signs across Missouri. They're trying to cut down roadway deaths, and it's working. Leaders say deaths have dropped drastically. KCTV5's Morgan Rydell is at Highway Patrol headquarters in Lee Summit.
Over the past 3 years, leaders here say traffic deaths around the state are down 14%. But beyond the progress, over 900 people were still killed on our roadways in 2025. Each of those a family member, a friend, or a loved one from our community.
3 seconds it takes to put that seatbelt on can make the life-saving difference for those crashes.
Corporal Justin Ewing with MSHP Troop A says of the 911 roadway deaths, more than 50% of them weren't wearing a seatbelt. Highway Patrol and MoDOT leaders say they're tired of it.
Safety is everybody's responsibility.
Joe Jones is the Missouri Highway Safety Director. He walked through a new plan that he says will help eliminate deaths on Missouri roads.
We know that almost half of adults that die in crashes are alive when first responders get there. This is all about finding ways to keep them alive.
Corporal Ewing says this is an approach they'll be especially focusing on in Kansas City.
You know, historically, Jackson County in the state of Missouri has had one of the highest number of fatalities every year. So please, when you're behind the wheel, think of yourself, keep yourself safe, but also think of your fellow human being.
Jones and Ewing say this is a good time to sit down with your family, teens, grandparents, and everyone in between, talk through best practices behind the wheel, how we can all improve. Reporting in Lee Summit, Morgan Rydell, KCTV5 News.